Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka ni kamusumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Somemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no Tachirana no odo no ahagi harai misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru harai do no kami tachi moro moro no marakoto tsumi kegare o harai tamai kiyome tamai tonao sukoto no yoshi o amatsu kami kuni tsukami ya oyorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fujikoma no mimi uri tatete kikoshimese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku om mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Miroku om mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Nagara tamachi haemase. Nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. Group Johrei.
Meishu-sama, bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meditations. God's love. How mysterious and wondrous it is. All our prayers are answered when our requests are right, virtuous, and sincere. The true power to save the world rests with God. Let us pray, deeply pray to the great God of light. Some things that seem good, even right, through human eyes, may not be the sight of God. Let us remain humble and discreet. People often fervently pray to God to save their lives or cure their illness. God's reply may be to remind them that such fervent and urgent prayer done repeatedly implies they don't have much trust in Him. God's blessings aren't dependent on the performance or frequency of one's acts of supplication or faithful affirmation. He knows we are dependent on Him, and He will take care of us. God's love for humanity is so great and so profound that people can receive limitless blessings and protection as long as they open themselves up to receiving such blessings. When people put enough trust in God and leave the matter in God's hands, God never fails to help them. If we detach ourselves from undue ego, worries, and attachment and leave the outcome to God, it is easier for God to extend a helping hand. Since God is all powerful and omnipotent, God can do anything. But if a person isn't in a condition to receive God's help, there is little God can do. If someone wants to receive it, that person only needs to become worthy of God's help through a change in faith, attitude, and behavior.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for praying along with us for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of a Cristiane Brazil race from the Olaria Johrei Center in Rio de Janeiro. 2007, Cristiane's daughter's grandfather passed away after a serious illness, a fate which he had struggled to accept. Cristiane had numerous nightmares about him, and for that reason, she was unable to sleep restfully and experienced great fatigue on a daily basis. It dawned upon her that a co-worker at the law firm where she's employed every week would place small flower arrangements on the office desks. One day they talked, and the co-worker noticed that Cristiane was not feeling well. She told her co-worker about the nightmares, then offered that they pray together. And so it was that Cristiane was introduced to Johrei, which she began receiving weekly at the office. She also was given little flower arrangements to take home. As she continued to receive Johrei, her nightmare ceased. Subsequent dreams about her ex-father-in-law presented him looking well, smiling, and expressing gratitude, while also verbalizing that he liked her. Due to this experience, both Cristiane's godmother and mother were inspired to become Johrei members, and the two of them consequently received the sacred focal point or Hikari. Yet, Cristiane still had not come to understand the importance of serving others, and merely focused on receiving Johrei benefits for herself. September of 2020, Cristiane experienced severe depression caused by the ending of a romantic relationship. She became frustrated and harbored many negative feelings and was unable to appropriately perform her duties at work. During that same time period, Christiane received a home visit from a Johrei friend who happened to be going through similar issues. Realizing Christiane's difficulties, the friend determined to take care of her and began the practice of channeling 1 hour of Johrei to her daily for 30 days. The first week, Christiane purified with diarrhea, but then soon improved. Interestingly, after the 30 days, her friend reported that she had reconciled with her husband, making Christiane feel very happy for her. Christiane, feeling uplifted, decided to accompany her friend to the Johrei Center. From that point on, Christiane began to frequent the Johrei Center regularly and initiated the practice of studying Meishu-sama's teachings on a daily basis. Symptoms of depression disappeared without her taking any medicine, and wondrously she began experiencing a new cycle of peace and tranquility in her life. A beautiful thing happened. Christiane became able to better understand our practice of faith and the power of Johrei. And she finally realized that in order to achieve true happiness, she needed to make others happy. Accordingly, she was granted permission to receive the sacred focal point of Hikari. Currently, Christiane dedicates every week attending to liturgy affairs at her Johrei Center, practices Johrei at home, and is constantly seeking opportunities to bring the light of God to virtually everyone around her. Christiane is deeply thankful to God and Meishu-sama for what she has learned and for her transformation on both physical and spiritual levels. She has committed to expand the light of Johrei to as many people as possible and to fulfill the mission of helping in the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, for listening to this faith experience to its very. I wish you a very wonderful day.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed day.